Yo, what up everyone? How you doing? Welcome back to another squad builder. Squad builders all year round, squad builders every day. But before we get into it, here's a clip of the day. That was so lame. I didn't intentionally try to rhyme there. But anyways, I went with some retro Black Ops 2. It's not really retro technically, but yeah, as you can see, I picked up a nice 7-piece with a shotgun. I remember how much I used to wreck. And if you look in the kill feed, if you think this is all against bots, it isn't. It was online on Nuketown 24/7. I just wrecked and wrecked. That was like 9 people in like 10 seconds with the PDW. I used to own on that game, and yeah, well, I don't really enjoy Black Ops 3 as much, even though I'm Master Prestige, noob. But I just don't enjoy it as much as Black Ops 2. Do you guys remember Black Ops 1? Just the menu music was insane. I love that. In Modern Warfare 2. It's just like when you hopped onto COD, there were like feelings. I know that sounds really nerdy, but like you felt like, wow, you had a good time. But when you go on Black Ops 2, it's just like, whatever. Anyways, we're gonna get into a squad builder right now. We're gonna go with 10k as requested by someone in the comment section. So I decided to go with a nice 422, and it costs literally 10k. Now up front we have Morata for the finishing purposes, and I think he is one of the most overpowered strikers in the cheap category. So partnering up to him with someone with a little more pace, decent amount of finishing, good dribbling, I guess in the 10k category, that is reasonably amazing. Reasonably amazing? Yeah, so we went with San Paolo Pato. Now, Cam is going to be interesting. I'm with 5-star skiller D'Alessandro, and he is in the Brazil League for this one, Internacional. And next to him, technically, I don't know, it is technically next to him. It's Menez, moved him into cam position. Got great stats for a cam in terms of when you're making cheap teams. You don't have to really care about the passing. It's more or less just get a bit of pace and some dribbling and let that boy run and be free. And CDMs now, it's gonna be a little different. I mean, I went for something a little more cheaper. I mean, if you have a little more money, you can go for Marquisio. But obviously, I went with Williams as well, and I call him Sturro. Don't ask me why, but I like to call him Sturro. And yeah, it's a pretty sick partnership they have there. Not the best in terms of if you haven't really used cheap players before, you'll be looking at this team and you'll be disgusted. But no, it's actually rather good if you're on a budget. Now, DeSiglio, I think I'm saying that right, is in left back, non-rare. Now, if you're put off by non-rares, I apologize. You can make your own different version of this team. That's up to you. And next to him, we're going with, obviously, centre-backs. You have to invest a little bit more rather than in the central midfield. Strikers are key and centre-backs are key, in my opinion. So we went with Bonucci, of course, in centre-back. And now, the other side of this was a little bit difficult to make, but I remember there was Dede. So I thought, I could put Dede in there, but then I remembered Manuel was there, and he has a little bit more pace than Dede. But it's up to you. I remember Dede on FIFA 12 was one of the most overpowered players I've ever used in the centre-back position. And he got that, he got a blue card. I forgot if it was Team of the Season. Was that some special? I can't remember, but it must have been Team of the Season. Yeah, Team of the Season, rest of the world, I think it was. It was amazing. Now we went with Marchetti in goalkeeper position. You can go for Buffon if you're willing to splash the cash. Another 3k, I think Buffon is compared to Marchetti. So, yeah, really nice team here from the 10k category. It's not your Division 1 kind of destruction team, of course not. It's for, maybe a fitness team as well. If you have like a 100, 200k team, you have like 10, 15k spare, you can make this team. If not, add a little bit more money to it. But it is ridiculously overpowered. Look at this from Pato. Lovely dribbling. Should have done better there. Kind of clipping the side netting and maybe the post. Couldn't really see from this angle. But Pato is just really fluent on the ball. Look at that. Really just wiggles in, crosses it to... This is where Morata comes in. So useful in this squad. Like Pato will do all the dribbling, all the hard labor, and then Morata will be there. And don't get me wrong, the finishing part of it, you think, oh, just standing there and finishing it is going to be easy. No, you could put Doumbia there. It's not like he's going to score everything. Morata is where he's just so clinical. Look at that from the CDM Williams. So important as well in this team for a non-rare. Guys, don't be put off by non-rares. Do not be put off even by silvers. They are so overpowered. Really, really helpful in the team. And I thought, you know what? For someone who's on a 10k, who has only 10k, there's a tremendous amount of balance in this squad. Like, if you want a 5-star skiller, he's there. You want someone with a bit of pace and dribbling in there, that's Pato and Menez. You want a finisher, Morata is there. You want some just greasy, dirty CDMs, you have Sturro and Williams. Of course, you want to go for Marquisio, more than welcome. You want a veteran and goalkeeper, you can go for Buffon if you'd like. Look at that lovely play from Menez. This is what I mean. Menez and D'Alessandro will do all the skills to pay the bills in midfield. I really, not gonna lie, really was proud the way I did this little squad builder here. Sorry about the sweat there, but yeah, had to get Morata some goals as well. But 3-0, finishing that game off in the 90th minute with a killer bang. But yeah, moving to the second game, guy has a lot of lone players in there, but doesn't matter. It's still well, think that team costs around 30k, 40k, I'm not too sure. Maybe even 50, but as you can see, Morata's on the wall. As you can see as well, he has quite a decent amount of pace on him, regardless of what the card stats say. When I'm free to run with him, it feels like he has 85 pace. God's honest truth. It does feel like that, and he's just brilliant inside that box. Absolutely clinical. And I was so disappointed he didn't get a Team of the Week. I thought since Pogba had a few, and including a Team of the Year, they may give it to Morata. I think he bagged himself 2 goals and an assist. But Pogba got, I think, 1 goal and 3 assists. Obviously, you would give it to someone who did something like that. But I thought EA would be, understanding. And look, Morata hasn't got one. This would be the time to give him one. But I don't know. One of my favorite cheap strikers, though, Morata. Lovely finish from him there for the first goal. And Jackson Martinez tries to replicate that, but doesn't do... doesn't do it. And keeper was kind of there, I guess. Look at this from Morata. You can see he does have a lot of pace. Ridiculous balance. Look at it, just slides and slots it through. Really calm and composed. I really enjoyed this squad builder. Now, for every squad builder, I am going to put an overall performance rating, which means how they actually felt when I used them. And that was lovely skill from Menez to get that lovely assist. Now, the team did function really well, really played well, and... I definitely have to give them 7.5 or 8 out of 10 overall for user rating. Definitely a team to have in your bag for a fitness team or a budget team. Some people say fitness team should be like 2 or 3k. I don't know how that's possible, but pretty sure 10k would be fine for a fitness team. Or in fact, your team till you build a bit of, save up some coins to make a decent team. Definitely one for you, the guy Rage Quit. As always, guys, subscribe to my channel if you're new. Here's the top 3, Menez, Pato, and Morata. And top 3 means you shouldn't change at least 3 of these players because they're vital to the team. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace out.